Coach Budenholzer, two-sport athlete at Pomona, golf and basketball, also graduated with a triple major in Steve politics, philosophy, and economics. It sounds just like you at Arizona.
Similar, only different. But, you know, shortly after college, Budenholzer actually took over as the video coordinator for the Spurs, and that's where his career took off. He ended up spending 19 seasons alongside Greg Popovich, winning 4 titles, and now here he is coaching the Atlanta Hawks.
Skolak kicks to Covington. There's the screen. The feed now to Lynn. Takes the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Black the pass to Nelson. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Johnson for 3. Scola with the rebound. Hawks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Bradley with it, and it's Nelson picking him up. Kufis dishes to Covington. Scola down low. And it falls over the rim and in. Scola's got his second bucket of the game to go. Several league changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
And the Heat call time here. Atlanta making some changes. Foy comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Teague in for Jeremy Lin. Now, here is Nelson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Cans it from downtown.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Teague kicks to Foy. Scola, a screen on Butler. Foy, the pass to Scola. Here's Kufis. Bargnani grabs the board. Bargnani's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Nelson kicks to Butler. Fires the 3. Scola with the rebound. Scola's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Here is Nelson. And he feeds it to Butler. Just 3 on the clock. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. That's 7 points for Butler. And that. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hand. The Heat showed no mercy against the rest of the Eastern Conference and really overwhelmed a lot of teams with their offensive punch, particularly if they were defending well, because that allowed them to get out into the open court.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, we got Kufis. Teague out there with 4. And it's Duncan. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the small forward. Well, guys, the Heat with 34 wins against the Eastern Conference last year. Not the best mark, but their offense was a handful for most teams.
Well, we know that they can just explode for points at any given time. And most teams in the East just can't handle that. Of course, Miami kind of cruised through a lot of the regular season, or that record would have been better. But yeah, no doubt the cream of the crop in the conference last year.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, there's no doubting that center Steven Adams came to the league ready to rumble. As Kendrick Perkins put it, he acts like he grew up on the farm chasing hogs. But Adams said it had more to do with growing up playing rugby. He said it was, quote, a combination of that and trying to survive against my brothers and sisters. Keep in mind, he's the youngest of 18 siblings, Kevin.
He doesn't mind taking some licks, Doris. He just keeps coming. Thank you. Miami with the ball. Following the 3 by Atlanta. Brooks dishes to Nelson. Brooks the best to Johnson. Clock at 4. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Johnson's got 7 points. Teague kicks to 4. There's the dish to Duncan. Feeds it to Koufos. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Atlanta. Now here's Johnson. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, here's Teague. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That one on Nelson.
Well, that's the best possible play there. I mean, that was an easy 2, so instead foul him, make him shoot free throws.
That's right. A smart, strong foul there. No and ones and no dunks.
The Heat making a switch here. Rabs checked in. He dishes it to Johnson. Nelson left side. Lets it go from deep. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Teague against Nelson. Teague dishes to Duncan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, it's absolutely incredible when you look at Tim Duncan and see the impact he continues to have on games at his current age. I mean, he looks much as he did early in his career. His game has really withstood the test of time, and I think it's partly due to his conditioning, but his IQ is a big factor, and his game has always been one that's been anchored in fundamentals and staying close to the ground.
Now here's Johnson. He has 7. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Offline from the top of the key. And here's Atlanta. They're on an 11-2 run. Teague, the pass to Koufos. Out left to the wing. And Dudley kicks to Duncan. Good! And the Hawks lead by 3. And at 38 years of age, Tim Duncan still going strong, guys.
Timeless. I mean, his dedication to diet and fitness, his flexibility, it's enabled him to remain in peak form. Maybe he doesn't move quite as quickly as he did 6-8 years ago, but he's shooting the ball better than ever. Footwork and his fundamental game obviously has always been there. So just an amazing late season or late career run for him.
Teague dishes to Duncan. Can't hit. Johnson with some nice D. Johnson with it. Nelson outside. Pass to Crabbe. Shot on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive.
Now here's Duncan. The three from Dudley. That's good. Dudley's got 5 points so far.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Johnson sends the screen for Nelson. He kicks to Johnson. And there's another one for the Heat. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Outside Teague. There's the pass to Covington. Up top, Dudley. To the middle. It's deflected. Shot clock at 5. Teague, the pass to Duncan. Lets it go from 11. Again, Duncan missing. The Heat have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Nelson with it. Picked up by Teague. Johnson against Duncan. And it's Johnson penetrating. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did. It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. It's so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Koufos. Scola comes in for Tim Duncan. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Jared Dudley. And it's Jeremy Lin in for T. And then for Miami, James Johnson's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Allen Crabbe. Scola, a screen on Butler. From deep. Atlanta again missing.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
The Heat making a switch here. Bargnani's checked in. And the Heat call time here.
You know, the Hawks haven't been an elite team, but they do have the longest active playoff streak in the East. They've been to 7 straight postseasons, and while they haven't advanced very far, I still think there's something to be said for getting to the postseason 7 years in a row.
Johnson attacking. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. Can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And for the Hawks, with that playoff streak, for a team, Steve, that has missed the playoffs in the 8 seasons prior, that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta has shown consistent winning basketball now over the last 6-7 years. They've shed some of their marquee players, suffered some big injuries, but they've still found a way to remain competitive.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Now here's Butler. 7 points in the game. For 3, Nelson. And Bargnani throws it down. And the Heat lead by 4.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Defensive foul. That's his first personal foul. 14 fouls.
Scola inside. Releases. In close, he hits it. Score.